everybody. Welcome to Coffee and Conversations with the one and only J-Man. Your morning will never be the same. Here we go.
What you doing? Where you at? Oh, you got plans? Don't say that. I'm sipping wine in a robe. I look too good to be alone. My house clean, my pool warm. I just shake smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east swing, in the west swing. At this mansion, what's happening? I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you try to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, girl. I'ma leave the door open. That you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through. Look here, you're so sweet, you're so tight, I won't bite unless you like. If you smoke, I got the haze, and if you're hungry, girl, I got the lace. Ooh, baby, don't keep me waiting. There's so much love we could be making. I'm talking kissing, I'm talking cuddling, I'm talking rose petals in the bathtub. Girl, let's jump in, it's bubbling. I ain't playing no games. Every word that I say is coming straight from the heart. So if you try to lay in these arms, I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. Girl, I'ma leave my door open. I'ma leave the door open. Let you feel the way I feel and you want me like I want you tonight, baby. Tell me that you're coming through. Let's go. La, 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 la. I need you, baby. La, 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 la. I got to see you, baby. Let's ride. La, 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 la. Girl, I'm trying to give you this. I'ma leave my door open, baby. I'ma leave my door open, girl. 'Cause I'm hoping that you feel like I feel, and you want me, baby. Tell me that you're coming through. Thank you, BT. We love ya. Say, tell me that you're coming through.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning to you all. I hope you all have had a great week. You're listening to Coffee and Conversation with your boy J-Mad on Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, Spotify, and all the other platforms that we're on, even Alexa. That's right. Alexa can do what it's supposed to do. Don't forget that if you want to know more about me, please go to lifeafterthecollar.com, lifeafterthecollar.com. You'll be able to find more about me, and you'll also be able to find more of my other podcasts, which I have an upcoming one called Mad Smoke. We're getting ready to list that very soon. It's called Mad Smoke. It won't be a live broadcast. It'll probably be for the majority part, a already recorded broadcast. Hope y'all had a great week. Hope y'all had a great week. I did. I want to make sure that we get into this topic. We had a great topic on Tuesday. We were talking about doors, the different types of doors. shared with you all that I ministered Sunday, and I called it my topic was the right door at the right time. The right door at the right time. Tuesday we talked about um, two different types of doors. We talked about the manual door, which is a door that you have to grow into. You have to learn how to use your talents and your gifts. We could call that the manual door. It's just like a regular door, just like a regular door. When you was a baby or when you was little, you couldn't reach the doorknob. You had to grow into it. The door was unlocked. It's just that you had to grow into it. And then once you were able to finally reach the door, you had to learn. You couldn't just pull on the door and it would open. You had to learn that there was some more motion that needed to take place. It was a manual thing that had to take place. And so we talked about the manual door, and we likened it unto, once we get to a mature place in life, we begin to learn our gifts and our talents. But as we learning our gifts and our talents, we're learning that there's some work that has to be done. You have to learn how to use your gifts. You have to learn how to use your talents in order for your door to be really effective in your life. We compared doors to opportunities. We compared the doors to different opportunities for us. The second door we talked about was the revolving door, which I think is a very important door in our lives, the revolving door. The revolving door was unique in the fact that you was on one side and you see the opening on the other side. However, once you get into the revolving door, you had to stay in motion in order for the door to act in the manner in which it was designed. You had to stay in motion. And then we talked about how sometimes we get in a place where we think we made it and we stop moving. In the revolving door, you may be able to see the other side. You may be halfway into the building, but unless you keep moving, you won't be able to get all the way in. We also talk about how the revolving door is really about timing. It's really about timing. You have to get in at the right time and you have to get out at the right time. If you don't get in at the right time, you have to wait for the cycle to come back around again. Or if you don't get off at the right time, you're gonna have to you have to go all the way back around once you got in that door. If you don't time it right and get off at the right point, you're gonna have to do a big cycle again. That's why a lot of times we find ourselves like, why do I keep going through the same thing over and over again? It's because you're in a revolving door. However, your timing and moving on in life is not right. We sometimes we sit too long in the same place and we miss our open door opportunity. We also talked about how other people can get in the door at the same time. They can get in one of the slots at the same time. But guess what? If they stop moving, the door stop moving. Other people can sometimes hinder us from moving. We allow people into our lives, and they will hinder us. So we had to learn how to make sure that we have the right person in our life. We have the right situation. We're in the right relationship. We got the right job. We have the right career. We're in the right organization. We have to make sure that the people that are connected to us are working with us and not hindering us. I'll say that again. We have to learn that the people that we allow in our life, people, places, and things that we allow in our lives are working with us and not against us. I often say, are you allowing your nouns, nouns, to affect your now? How are you allowing your nouns, your people, places, and things to affect your now, the place that you're in right now? So we have to be mindful of those things. So that was the breakdown from Tuesday. And we got two more doors that we're going to talk about today. But let me give a shout out to my people over here in the chat room. Dr. Tony, good morning to you. Thank you so much for being on. Wanda, thank you so much for being on as well. Glad to have you in here. Yogi, thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate you. Nurse Rachel, good morning to you all. Good morning to you as well. And to my Emory Winship Cancer warriors, my Winship warriors. What's up? Y'all are my people. Y'all are my people. Y'all are my people. Y'all, we got to give cancer hell. I want to say it another way, but we'll just keep it right there. Let's give cancer hell. Make sure you're listening to your coaches and your trainers out there, your nurses, your doctors, your psychologists, psychiatrists. Make sure you're staying focused on. Make sure that you keep a positive attitude and a positive mindset. It is so important that you keep a positive attitude and a positive mindset. I understand it, and this is easier said than it's easier for me to say it because I'm not in those shoes. But if I can push the sentiments of my brother who recently went through it, one of the things that he often told people, and I would go to the Winship with him, he said that he would encourage people to just stay positive. He went in with a positive. He knew it was going to be a draining thing that he had to do. He knew it was going to make him feel some kind of way. But every time he went in with a positive attitude. He left out with a positive. He may have been walking a little bit slower. He may be but when he communicated with the people, he said, "Hey man, let's stay focused. Let's keep positive," and he'll slowly walk out. So what my encouragement to you all today, at my warriors, and to anyone that's listening, stay focused. Keep that positive mindset, and it will get you through. It lets your cells and your body know, look, we're only accepting positive things in our body. So make sure you keep that mindset. Accept only positive things in your life. Let's go ahead and talk about these other two doors that I'm excited to talk about. We talked about the manual door. We talked about the revolving door. Now I want to talk about the automatic door. I want to talk about the automatic door. The automatic door is a unique door. And it's unique because you don't have to put in any work. You don't have to put in any work. It's only one thing you have to do. You just simply have to show up. You just have to be at the right place at the right time. And your gift, I keep using that term, your gift will make room for you. When you show up, see, a lot of times we miss doors or we miss opportunities because we don't show up. We don't show up to networking events. We don't show up to training classes. We don't show up to different types of things that allow our gifts to be used. To just allow our gift to be used. We just don't show up. But yet and still, we always saying, I want more, I want more, I want more. I'm waiting on my opportunity. I'm waiting on my opportunity. When you have done everything you needed to do, when you have learned the manual door, and you have walked through and experienced the revolving door, you should have learned those lessons. And those lessons should have taught you that there's always another door. See, sometimes we just get satisfied. We get satisfied with walking through the manual door. Once I made it through the manual door, I'm cool now. And we stop going. We stop moving. But you're not really utilizing your gift and your talent. We may find ourselves making it through we done went around in a circle and we done learned life lessons, and we finally got off this roller coaster, and now we're in and we think that we've made it. But let me speak to the ones that has something deep down on the inside of you that is saying there has to be more. There has to be more. This can't be it. And you have this hunger on the inside of you, and you're trying to figure out, what is it? Why can't I become satisfied with where my life is? Not that things are bad, But I know that it has to be more out there for me. This door is for you. This door is for you. If you go out and seek opportunities, if you go out and begin to mingle and have a conversation with people and learn how to be around people, your gift will be recognized and you will find yourself walking, and all of a sudden a door will open up. Why? Because the door recognized your presence. It recognized that you showed up. And it recognized only you can come through this door. Only you. Never stop dreaming big. A lot of times we don't make it to the automatic door because we stop dreaming big. We get a little bit of this or a little bit of that. We become the smartest person in the room. If you're always the smartest person in the room, if you're always the smartest person in the room, your mindset is small. If you're always the biggest person in the room, your mindset is small. Every room you get to, you should not be the smartest person in the room or the biggest person. You should always be looking for another way to grow. You should always look for something bigger than you that will use your gifts, that will use your talents, but that will require more out of you. That automatic door requires your presence. What does that mean? It means all of you has to show up. Everything that you've learned in life, everything that you've been through in life, not just the good, not because you just got a 3 or 4 degrees from in education, not because you carry a certain title, not because you're sitting in a certain position, not because you have certain resources, not because you have certain financials. Sometimes you have to also consider all of the bad things that you went through in life too. Here's how many of us minimize who we really are. Here's how many of us minimize who we really are. A lot of times what we do is we try to hide the bad stuff that we've done. When we take ownership, when I say your presence has to show up, not just some of you, all of you has to show up. Because the door will not open up if it does not recognize you. And you is the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'll say that again for the people sitting in the back talking. You are the good, the bad, and the ugly of everything you went through in life. And until you embrace all of it, you as a person will never be complete. And you as a person will never show up to the door, and that door will never open up because you are not there. Parts of you. You in a relationship, do you want a person to love you with a part of them? There was a song out back in the day that said, "You can have a piece of my love." Do you want somebody just giving you a piece of who they are? No. Nor does that door that's waiting to open up for you cannot only accept just part of you. It said that door has to recognize. It's just like biometrics locks. Matter of fact, that's the perfect way to do it. Biometric lock. It's the same concept of automatic door. A biometric lock. The person has to walk up to the door, and they have to scan their eye, and they have to speak a code, and they have to put their thumbprint on there. And the door says, "Welcome, Jason," because it recognizes it's me. You have to do the same thing. You have to bring all of you in. It's measuring you. That door is measuring you. And only your life is like your thumbprint to this door. Your life It's the thumbprint to this door. And in order for it to open up, you have to be complete when you show up. The last door, because I done lost all this time that passed already. The last door, and I didn't mention this Sunday, and I wish I did. The last door, I would call the hidden door. The last door is called the hidden door. A while ago, I went to this place called the escape room. Those that don't know what the escape room is they have different names of it throughout the city of Atlanta. And I'm sure they're wherever you all are. But it's rooms. They're different rooms that they put you in, and they lock the door, and you have to solve in order to get out of this place. In order to how to get out of this place, you had to find all of the clues and then follow what the clues are telling you. You had to find all the clues and follow what the clues are telling you. You're stuck in this place, and the only way out is to find all of the clues and follow where the clues lead you. I went to one, and the room that we chose actually had two rooms. Actually had two different rooms. And so we're in this room, and we're trying to figure out different things. And once we figured out the different things, guess what happened? A hidden door under the bed opened up. A hidden door under the bed opened up. Here's what I want you all to get from this. Sometimes in life, you're going to find yourself in a tight situation, in difficult situations with nobody else around, and nothing is there. No one is there to help you. The only thing you have to do is you find yourself in this difficult situation. You have to learn because of life, how to be cool, calm, and collective, and pay attention to what's really happening. Life is going to throw some curveballs at us. And I'm going to dedicate this door to my Winship Warriors. And to those that's in difficult situation. But my Warriors, they didn't ask for cancer to land on them. But you have in front of you a difficult situation. You're in a difficult situation. Instead of panicking, let's bring ourselves down and become cool, calm, and collective. And tell yourself there is a way out of here. There is a way out of this. I understand that when I look around, the doctors are telling me this, the nurses are telling me this, that, and I have to do this. I'm going to use the resources that are in front of me. I'm going to use those resources. And I'm going to find that hidden door that gets me out of this. But you can't do it panicking. You can't do it with a negative attitude. You can't do it. I don't care who you are that finding yourself in this tight situation, in this difficult situation. I don't care what situation. It doesn't have to be with my Warriors. I don't care where you are in life. All you have to learn how to do is I use a term, and I get it from my brother. You got this. He often say that. You remember this. You got this. Always remember, you got this. When you find yourself in a tight situation, the one thing that you have to do is tell yourself, I got this. We ran around the room and we found these different clues, and this clue made me go over here, and that clue made me go over there. And that clue helped me find this. And that clue gave me direction to where I should be focusing in on. And then all of a sudden, a hidden door opened up. And we were able to crawl out of the place into the next stage of where we had to be. My listeners, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to understand this. Life is no crystal staircase, if I can quote the poet. It's not always going to be nice. It's not always going to be easy. Sometimes you're going to have to work harder. And sometimes you don't have to work at all. But opportunities present itself in different ways. And each opportunity is a place where you can advance in life. Don't let life stop you. Don't let doors stop you. Use your gifts and your talent to open up your doors. Use your resources to open up your doors. Use your wisdoms and the things that you've learned in life, because some of the greatest lessons we've learned in life didn't come from sitting in the classroom. It came from life punching us in the stomach. But we learned how to survive. At this moment, I ask you to do one thing and I'm done. My one thing is I'm asking you to do right now, literally, take a deep breath. Everybody that's listening, whether you're listening live or whether you're listening to the on demand, take a deep breath. You know why you was able to take that deep breath? It's because you're still here. The reason why you was able to take that deep breath is because you're still here. And if you're still here, that means that you still have a chance to keep moving forward. You still have a door that you can open. I don't care how bad you think your situation is. There's another door. Because you're breathing, there's another door that you can open. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all so much. Y'all stay focused, stay determined. And remember, you got this. You've been listening to Coffee and Conversation with your boy, J Man. It's all good. It's all gravy. I holla.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Bring me down, can't none bring me down. The love is too high to bring me down. Can't none bring me down. I said, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's